yo no sé.
The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. And parents, I need to start with a big apology. I know a lot of you have been waiting to live stream this at home. We could not get YouTube to stream, but we had it set up to go at 8:15. As you all know, it wasn't working. So we sent you this recording, and I apologize, and I still know you'll enjoy this whole ceremony, and I apologize for the technical glitch. So, good morning, and welcome to our fifth grade students to our Moving On ceremony. Boys and girls, we're here to celebrate you today, and we're so happy that your friends and family could join us virtually, even though it's recorded. It is amazing how fast time flies. It was 6 years ago that you entered the doors of Loxahatchee Groves, and it seems just like yesterday. On that first day of school, some of you were very excited. Some of you were very scared, and all of your moms crying. Today, however, it's a different story. Boys and girls, I know you are all excited. Your parents are scared to have you home for the whole summer. And many of you will be the ones crying this afternoon when you say goodbye to your friends and teachers as you move on to middle school. But today is a day of celebration, and you should be proud of what you've accomplished while you've been here with us. But leaving elementary school is just the beginning of your life's journey. I've always said that in elementary school, we're preparing our students for a world that does not exist. In past moving on ceremonies, I would show pictures of items that have been invented since you were born that we cannot live with today. Kind of like Fortnite, right? TikTok. However, over the past year and a half, living with COVID showed us that the world can change in an instant. Just think back to the beginning of fourth grade. I'm sure no one in this room or watching online would think we would be teaching classes virtually. That all the students in school would have a computer on their desk, and that children in kindergarten were making Google Slides. It's been a strange year, but with a bright side. We have more and more students thinking about a STEM career. A lot of children now want to be doctors, scientists, or the next Anthony Fauci. Instead of dreaming of flying around as a superhero in the next Marvel movie, they want to be heroes that solve the next worldwide crisis. Our students are getting so comfortable on their computers, they're considering a career behind the computer. So instead of just playing Fortnite or watching Netflix, they want to be the creators of that content. I want to end on this note. The world that you'll be living in when you graduate from college will be very different than the world we live in today. Change is just around the corner. We can't stop it, but we can prepare for it. As you grow up, as you grow up, rely on your family. They'll always be there for you. You'll find yourself in situations where you'll be unsure of what to do. Ask your family for their advice and help. Your family, and especially your parents, will always be there for you. Number two, never stop learning. As we learned this year, many of the jobs you'll do when you get older have not been invented. You'll need to keep learning and keep reading. Third, this is probably the most important one. Put down the phone once in a while. Talk to others. There's nothing better than hanging out with friends and doing things together. Finally, be careful what you say, post, and like on social media. A post today can lose you a job tomorrow. What you say, post, and like on social media is like a tattoo. Once you do it, you own it for life. It has been a pleasure to get to know each one of you, and I know you're ready to move on to bigger and better things in the years ahead. Thank you. Now, I went a little bit out of order, so I must apologize. Guess not having YouTube kind of threw me off. We need to go back and do the pledge. So I do apologize. Chris and Samantha, please come up on stage to lead us in the pledge. Everyone, please stand. Whenever you're ready. Let me get back to our agenda the right way. I have Mrs. Ramirez coming up to honor responsible citizens in the group.
Good morning, fifth graders.
Good morning.
All right, so on behalf of Mrs. Austin, Mrs. Miersma, and I, we would like to thank all the students who served as safety patrols this year. I would like to recognize those students who served as flag raisers. So please stand if you hoisted the flag each morning and lowered them in the afternoon alongside Officer Kyle. Please remain standing. Also, please stand if you are currently a safety patrol. Yeah, yesterday we were able to celebrate our Chick-fil-A out and recognize these amazing students for being positive role models for all of our little lions here at Loxahatchee Groves Elementary School. So we will miss you all very much, and we wish you all the best in middle school. So thank you.
Now it's time to honor the boys and girls with a number of different awards. The first award we have today is the Perfect Attendance Award. This is for children who've been in school every single day this year, and they were never tardy ones either. So when I call your name, please walk up here, and I'm going to hand you the award. Okay? And then you go back to your seat. And no running up the stairs, I don't want anyone to fall, okay? Nevaeh Chandler. Brandon Guillaume. Congratulations. Lucas Mirzwa. Jesse Roberts. And Nancy Rosales. Congratulations. Let's see. Our next award is the Presidential Award for American Citizenship. To earn this award, the students had to earn citizenship each trimester, and the students will get a special certificate and a special citizenship pin. Bradley's supposed to tell me on this, but she's getting out the link to your parents right now. So, please. So boys and girls, when I call your name, please come on up here. I'm going to give you a certificate, and Mrs. Quinn will give you the pin. Oh, I got a lot here. We have a lot of good kids. I have all good kids. But some children really work hard. Oh, here's Mrs. Bradley. Come on down, Mrs. Bradley. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Quinn. So once again, you got to make citizenship all 3 times. Some of you don't know you better yet, because you haven't got a report card yet. But this will give you a little preview. So when you hear your name, please come on up and get the certificate and your pin. Jabin Albert. If I'm trying to make it virtual, just let me know, that's fine. Or not here. Samantha Arias. Alexa Benitez. Lily Brenton. Karen Brooks. Carter Bush. Yadil Camacho. Nevaeh Chandler. Rolly Coleman. Cheyenne Cruz. Willow Davis. Ryan Diaz. Madison Duran. Kyle Dragner. Johnny Gill. Gabriel Gonzalez. Jenna Gonzalez. Brandon Guillaume. Jaden Henderson. Bailey Herbert. Amanda Lamas. William Manger. Vanessa Mesa. Lucas Mirzwa. Brandon Miraglia. Sorry, Brandon. I can't be your mom's name right either. Capri Mitchell. Joseph Morales. Karen Natterer. Trevor Nisat. Adrian Onskar. Famundo Pedro. Aspen Perryman. Raimundo Ramirez. Janessa Reeves. Jesse Roberts. Nancy Rosales. Sophia Sclovey. Pascal Sebastian. Riley Shop. Colton Smith. Brandon Torres. Juana Velasco. Domingo Velasquez. Ana Velasquez Perez. And Sophia Xavier. Thank you. How about a big round of applause? A lot of hard work, you do stuff all year long, get your work done on time, and be a good friend. Great job, boys and girls. Okay, the next award we have is called the Presidential Award for Educational Achievement. The next two are big ones. To earn this one, the boys and girls had to show great effort all year long, and they had to make one on the honor roll, merit, or principal list all 3 times. It could be a combination, 2 and 1, 1 and 2, and things like that. So when they earn this award, they get a certificate, a special pin, and a letter from President Biden. And I can read you the letter.
Wait, what?
The letter from President Biden. Him and I are very close, and he got me this letter. See? And his signature is much worse than mine. I want to read everyone here. Congratulations on receiving the 2021 President's Education Award. America is a country we are one and unite through tough times. You are the future leaders of this great nation, and through your determination and resilience to push forward, you have reached the ultimate accomplishment of being recognized with this prestigious award. Dr. Biden, who is his wife, and I are pleased to recognize and congratulate you on the 2021 Presidential Education Award. We are honored to join your family, friends, and school and community in celebrating your wonderful achievement. Jill and I send your best wishes and blessings. Keep challenging yourself, be kind, and while we continue to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, be sure to wear your mask. President Joe Biden. That's a real neat letter. Keep it safe today. I know your parents really want to see that. And we have a bunch. It's a big time. Okay. So a cool certificate, that letter, and a special pin. Lily Brenton. Aaron Brooks. Yadiel Camacho. Kyle Bragner. Christopher Lopez. Brayden Moralgia. Raimundo Pedro. Ana Velasquez Perez. Aspen Perryman. Jordan Pons. Raimundo Ramirez. Jesse Roberts. Anthony Rosales. Sophia Sclovia. Pasquale Sebastian. Colton Smith. Juana Velasco. And Domingo Velasquez. Dominga? Domingo. Big round of applause. The next award we have is even more difficult to earn. If you earn this award, you get a special certificate, you get the same President Biden's letter, and a special pin. To earn this award, you had to make a 4 or a 5 on your last FSA test you took. So even though you took one in 5th grade, we don't have the results yet, you didn't take one last year, so we had to go back to 3rd grade. We had a 4 and 5 in 3rd grade on the FSA, NES, the reading or math, and you made principal's list at least twice this year, you get the GOLD, President GOLD Award. We call it the GOLD Award, the Presidential Education Achievement of Excellence. Okay. Jamin Albert. Alexa Benitez. Enrique Chavez. Riley Coleman. Gabby Gonzalez. Brendan Guillaume. Jaden Henderson. Lucas Mirzwa. Christopher Masuka. Trevor Nisat. And Adrian Onstar. Big round of applause. Next up, we have the moving on certificates. And before I have the teachers come up here and read your names and you guys get your certificates, I would like you to read the letter to you that you'll be getting. I'm also going to email this all to your parents so they have a nice clean copy if it doesn't make it home in great shape. I know it's something you like to keep. So this is what your certificate says, and moving on. Dear class of 2021, it is now time to reflect on your elementary school years with pride and satisfaction. Each of you arrived in kindergarten a bit scared and unsure of what was to come. You met your first school friends and found out that your teacher wanted you to be somewhat independent. What fun you had growing physically and proving you were taller than some of your buddies. Your only concern was what the ladies were serving for lunch that day. Now you're in the 1st grade and learning to read. This is even better than coloring. The excitement you showed as you proudly announced to your parents that you could read the whole book still warmed your parents' memories. The games at recess were challenging as you picked teams and laughed and ran. You brought home homework to do in the evening with your parents and couldn't wait for show and tell. By 2nd grade, you were very accustomed to school and the routines. You showed off your talents when the teachers asked you to show you how to do something on the computer. Now the tests were requiring you to explain what you read. You especially liked going on walking field trips around the campus to find neat bugs and crawling things. 3rd grade was a big transition into the intermediate classes. You really made you feel responsible as your teachers trusted you to do more independently. You went to assemblies with the older students and were carefully watching how they handled themselves so you could do the same. You were hearing more about something called the FSA. If the governor said you didn't score high enough, you had to repeat 3rd grade. Multiplication and division were slowly becoming a part of each day. Then you were eager with anticipation until you finally got your scores. You did it. On to 4th grade. The summer passed quickly as you headed into 4th grade. You were now dealing with preparation for these FSA tests. Your teachers and parents were stressing the importance of paying attention and performing well. You spent lots of time practicing your writing so you could write like published authors. Then COVID hit. We all had to stay home and learn on your computers. At first, it was very hard, especially the teachers. That's not it. But we all worked at it together, and things got a little bit easier. Finally, June arrived, and we all breathed a sigh of relief at the start of summer. 5th grade started, but this time we were ready to be online for school. We all had a special place set up at home to learn, and by now you could do things for yourself without mom and dad standing over you all day long. After a month or so, things improved. We opened our doors, and we were so good to have you back, to have us all back together. And here you are today, looking beautiful and bright and mature. Your family and teachers are so proud of all your accomplishments. You're bright in the halls and classrooms of Waukesha Hatch Girls Elementary School with your bright minds and positive attitudes. Continue on this path of successful school career. Remember to follow your heart. Be kind to everyone you meet. Always question things you're not sure of. Listen to your conscience before following the crowd. Do your best and read, read, read. Thank you for blessing us with your beautiful mind and sharing a part of yourself. We wish you well as you move on in your educational journey. Yours in education, the Locksley Hatchet Rose family. Stand up. Yes, thank you, sir.
All right, good morning. First up, we have Sophia Alvarado, who is virtual. Next, we have Samantha Arias. Kenneth Burrows, who's also virtual. Yadiel Camacho, who is not here today. Nevaeh Chandler. Cheyenne Cooley. Charles Cunningham. Christina Ismail. Amanda Lamas. Cove Lyon. William Manger. Vanessa Mesa, who is also virtual. Malik Molina, also virtual. Joseph Morales, also virtual. Aspen Perryman. Jordan Ponce. And my last student is also virtual, Jasmine Zapata.
Next up is the twins class.
Carter Bush. Willow Davis. Ryan Diaz. Madison Duran. Johnny Gill. Elizabeth Goldstein, who's absent. Jenna Gonzalez. Bailey Herbett. Evan Kelly. Christopher Lopez. Blake Mass. Capri Mitchell. Kara Natter. Raimundo Pedro. Janessa Nunez, who is virtual. Raimundo Ramirez. Nancy Rosales. Sophia Scalobi. Pascual Sebastian. Juana Velasco. Domingo Velasquez.
You have some time streaming, right? Yeah.
Next up, Dr. Dr. York's class.
From the actual device. Have you done it before from here? Because it should be.
Jaden Albert, virtual.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Alexa Menendez.
Authorize the proceeding, we should get paid 24 hours.
Enrique Chavez.
You can stream it as a Google.
Raleigh Coleman. Kyle Dragner.
Mr. Rapino?
Gabriel Gonzalez. Brandon Gion. Ian Hall. Jaden Henderson. Virtual. Lucas Mearswell. Braden Morales. Christopher Mascura. Trevor Ninus. Adrian Munsler. Riley Shaw. Ana Velasquez Perez.
And last but not least, Miss Austin's class.
Okay, starting off, we have Amaya Armbrister, who is virtual. Jade Bowers, who is virtual. Lily Breton. Taryn Brooks. Aiden Carvalho, who's present, virtual. Noelle Fairweather, who is virtual. Heidi Bale Jose, who is virtual. Olivia Giandoli. Addison Kelly. Michelle Langevin is virtual. Julia LeGriffin is virtual. And Leah Lozano. Milcar Raimundo Diego. Jessa Reeves. Jesse Roberts. Colton Smith. Braden Torres. Kaylee Wright. And Sophia Xavier, who is also virtual.
Boys and girls, please stand. I would like to share with everyone the LGS class of 2021. Eric? Okay, now tell us some fun stuff now. Right, Dad? Okay. Before we end today, I want to share 2 videos. The first video is made up of Google Slides where we ask each child to create. We ask them 3 questions. What are the 3 favorite things, their favorite quote, and what they'll miss about LGS? To be honest, I expected a lot of Netflix shows and TikTok stuff. But to be completely honest, we did a real good job, and parents, you did a better job of teaching them over the past, for us 6 years, you guys 11 years. Their quotes were deep and meaningful. They may be on their phones all day long, but they are thinking of things in life bigger than themselves. Big kudos to all of you out there. The second video is going to be a real treat. You just have to wait and see it. It's going to take us a few minutes to get this going and everything getting out of the way. Give us a few minutes to get set up.